Good morning, little angels. Okay, so we're still in November. It's lovely and crisp outside. I know the weather is changing, but it is so nice to get out into nature and see what there is. And it's also really good for our health and well-being to be outside getting lots of fresh air. So at the weekend, I took a trip to Barnwell Country Park with my children. And we went around and we collected lots and lots of leaves, and the amount of beautiful colours that you can find in these leaves is absolutely amazing. So today we're going to be focusing on what we can do with those leaves to make some of our own arts and crafts. Okay, so there's so many things that we can do with leaves. Today I've taken a piece of yellow paper and I've created a circular shape with these spiky leaves. And I'm going to create a picture from them. Anybody got any ideas what it might be? I'm going to use some very autumnal orange paint. Now with these leaves I've just stuck them down so they're staying in place with a little bit of blue tack. And I'm just going to play with the brush strokes to create the shape of the leaves in the paint, but so we can remove these as well. Have we got any ideas? What animal is that? I can give you a clue, it is an animal. What animals can you think of? The orange and yellow. Okay. Right. So I'm going to draw, now you'll have to excuse me because I'm drawing this upside down. I'm going to put two big eyes in there, a big triangular nose and a big jaw. And hopefully you can see a lion. You see what it looks like without the leaves. I think I actually prefer it with the leaves. What do you think? Okay, so I've drawn the face and the feet of a hedgehog. But what I'm going to do is where the body would be, I'm going to cover that with lots of glue. Now there's so many things in nature. You could get twigs and create the spikes with twigs, but I'm going to use these beautiful coloured leaves that we found in beautiful autumn oranges and reds. I'm going to lay those on the page to create the spikes of a hedgehog. What animals can you come up with using your leaves? We'd love to see pictures. Okay, so for those of you that don't like getting all messy with the paint, there is another way you can use your leaves to create the similar sorts of pictures that we have been doing. On your leaves, they've all got these beautiful veins that run through them, and they are a raised edge. If you run your finger over them, you will be able to feel that raised edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay, oops, I've already got one there. I'm going to lay the leaf underneath my piece of paper. And I'm going to use a wax crayon to create a rubbing. So I need to keep the paper really still so it doesn't move around. But what I'm doing is rubbing that crayon over, and it's picking up on the raised surfaces of the veins. So we get a beautiful drawing of our very own of each of the leaves that we've picked up. Okay. Now you may choose to add some extra colour in there as well. If you remember the leaves, they had so many different shades in them. The orange, the green, the brown, the red, the yellows. Maybe you want to create lots of colours in there. And then what you could do is cut out each of these leaves and create your own pictures, but using your own leaves instead of real ones. Okay, so here we've created some silhouette pictures. You will see that we have got the silhouette or the shadow of a squirrel with its big bushy tail, and I've created it inside a circular window. So to do this, we're going to start with a piece of white cardboard. Cardboard because it's a little bit thicker than paper, so it won't go quite so soggy. I'm going to squeeze some PVA glue onto the surface and spread it around. Now this is obviously going to take a little while to dry, but what I'm doing is covering the surface so that I can arrange lots of the leaves I collected in different ways onto the surface, making sure I use lots and lots of different colours all the way around. As I said, it doesn't really matter where you lay them. The aim is to cover most of the area of your page. Okay. Now once I've done that, I'm going to put that to one side to dry. And then I've created my silhouette of a landscape. So obviously you saw the one with the squirrel. The way I've created it is I've drawn around a side plate, and I've created the outline of some trees and a hut on a hill with some more trees in the background. Now this is a really tricky part, because what you have to do is you need to use a scalpel or a craft knife to cut these areas out. So that's something you're going to have to get your parents and carers to help you with. With the squirrel, because it was a simpler design, there weren't so many small cuts, it meant that I could have pierced the centre of the circle and probably then cut with scissors around here. But this one would definitely need a scalpel. So once you have got your silhouette and you're all cut out, we can then look at laying that on top of your arranged leaves. You can try different positions. It may be that you prefer it the other way up, which actually I think I do because we've got the lighter colour leaves. And then what I will do is I will glue this silhouette over the top of the leaves to create my second picture.